I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
Она умерла. Так, ладно, что тебе послала
What was
папа?
she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
Ну, жмуры, это почетно. Что
What kind
исследует
of
там?
research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
Нет, нечего говорить. Ладно,
What
что
did you
за
find out
новость?
about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I
Так,
went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
так. И как ты это сделал?
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Я мог
course.
сам это сделать.
Shall we leave now?
If that's all right, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That
Довольно
sounds
просто.
straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Ну, не забрать яйцо, куда именно надо отнести?
If
Вот
you're
так.
right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
Почему не
I
забрать
don't
яйцо?
suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
Well
Давай
then,
найдем.
let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot.
Отпиздили бы ее.
Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready
Sure.
when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Так, не тревожи, да? То есть надо... И норм, там мы пройдем.
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
А нас не заметила, что ли? Ищет сколько. Это есть враг, при.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Волк.
Let's hope it stays that way. I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
Reparo!
Fantastic.
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
Я
I
тоже
beg your
такой вопрос
pardon.
задаюсь.
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her.
Это в моей
Jeans love
дубленке собачьей.
How lucky for us. Watch your step.
Кто мертвый?
Starved to pick off a graphorn.
Or just raring for a fight.
Quiet. What was that?
Что там? Что там?
Well, there's no turning back now.
У меня свои методы. Теперь пофиг, не умеешь так? А, нет, умеет. Ладно.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the next.
God, she isn't making it easy.
А почему два фаербола, подожди? Ты же тремя стреляла. Чё? Два фаербола?
Not a warm welcome.
It's a
Думаешь?
little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
Я успею.
Get to that opening below her.
Теперь один фаербол. У меня силы
If we can
кончаются.
get to that, we can get to the next. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
Может, проблем не будет, потому что она нас видела, стреляла нас фаерболами. Нет? Норм?
Why
просто
is
гнездо
every
у
bridge
входа
here
ставит.
broken?
Repair her.
Потому что она летает фаерболами, стреляет. Нет? Не думала про это?
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
А могли там на входе оставить и уйти, блядь. Она нашла, наверное. Столкни ее. Толкай! Толкай! Понятно.
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Да, я видел.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Дай мне еще минутку. И в мыслях
Shall
не
we head
было.
back? I'm ready if you are.
А может,
I
это
am.
сокровище будет? Что ты
After our
тупанул?
dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True, true. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
What?
they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
А бабку-то все. Вякнули. За пенсию-то.
How could I have been so blind?
Где? Куда исчезла? Ебать, она призрак. Это мой галюн. На самом деле я Поппи. Ладно, у меня еще другие квесты есть. Надо чекнуть из надежды. Кубу новый привез. Август. Август. Блять, какой ты... Разоришься, Август. Так, ладно, что у меня квесты есть? Не университет, специально раз как так. О, империю, отлично, отлично. Да, это хорошо. Это хорошо. Это где? Это тут.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't.
Не помню, вроде нет.
I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Я вот с тобой открою, мне Омнис не нравится. Так, задача про подземелье оказалась куда полезнее, чем можно было ожидать. Узнать о своих предках очень занимательно, однако мне довелось наткнуться на весьма любопытную вещицу. За большим саркофагом лежала странная реликвия, сила которой она обладает, поразила меня. Хотелось бы узнать о ней больше, но, увы, оттуда ничего нельзя выносить. Почему? Оттуда ничего нельзя выносить. Ну, скоро мы узнаем.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Атаку.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Да мне норм, я не в таких местах был. Пауки.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, the spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Confringo!
Так, ну честно говоря...
Opening all of these is tempting.
Меня, в принципе, устраивает мои заклинания, даже не знаю.
We're here for a reason.
Куда
I'd
устраивать?
say opening them all is justified. This room is taller than it looks.
А, блин. А, ёп. Так, отойди немножко.
Levioso!
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Далее. Я профи. 5 сокровищ по мини-карте.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep next to
Revelio.
Блин, сюда можно и туда можно.
Bombada.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Блин. Давай смотри, что мы будем.
Outside a sarcophagus. Seems straightforward. Accio.
Ну, вылазь.
Accio.
Так, кости.
There's something here by the altar. Confringo. We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
И видно.
Accio.
Так.
Confringo. I need to find a safe way across. Lumos. Confringo.
Нет?
Levioso. Lumos.
Разве костры нельзя здесь зажечь? Уходи, уходи. Ай, больно.
Confringo.
Блять. Так. Это ошибка.
Incendio.
Он не поджигает.
Accio.
Я не могу... А, не могу.
Accio.
Нет, не могу. И как я должен это сделать? Осветить я не могу комнату. О, можно забить просто тогда.
Revelio.
Мне даже, скорее всего, надо обойти будет.
Confringo.
Did you hear that?
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Accio.
Ты можешь ему... Надо эти кости принести с собой.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
И раз, два, да? У меня тут 3 их. Стоило мне по глупости помянуть реликвию в отчете, мне велели оставить ее в покое. Я учту правила, но наука для меня важнее. В этой реликвии есть нечто особенное. Я что волшебник, которые выбрали палочки из дуба, сильная интуиция, думаю, это правда. Мне удалось дождаться подходящего момента и наколдовать баррикады, заслонившие реликвию. Да простят меня предки за то, что материалом послужили их кости. И я намереваюсь к ней вернуться. Но сперва мне предстоит освоить заклинание Империус. Говорят, она хорошо работает против врагов.
What did you find?
Accio.
Империус? Там, выучить империю,
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Империус.
Of course.
Империус.
The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Of course.
Начну?
I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant.
Да.
There's more to this than even I imagined.
Accio.
Holding on either side of this archway.
Пробраться через баррикады не проблема.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Попробуем сюда запихнуть вкус. Тоже думаю? Нет. Отлично. Теперь начинается магия. Блин, я уверен, что я сейчас смогу херню сделать, запороть. Ну, типа, идея понятна, но... А, будет, что так костей не останется, и... Я просто запарю проход. Что, не открылось?
Revelio.
Блять, я запоролся, видимо. Мне все-таки третья нужна. А забрать я не смогу. Да. Придется грузиться. Бам. Так. 2046, наверное. Да, вот так. Нет, 2050. Думаю, нормально.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Да.
Looks like part of course.
Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
You've done it.
Ну да.
I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something.
Опа.
The student's diary mentions the Imperius Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Давай. Я не хочу, да хочу. Откуда ты вообще знаешь?
Where did you learn the Imperius Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy.
А мне не
think you
нужно,
ought
по
to know
идее,
it.
вообще. Ноль. Ну, да?
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Давай назначим так. Мне оно вообще не нужно, по идее.
Bombarda.
Нет. Да блин.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Bombarda.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
Посмотрим сюда тогда.
How gracious of you.
I tried.
Там огромный паук. Да блин.
Confringo.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with
Imperio. Confringo. Bombarda.
Ну, оно, в принципе, полезное, конечно, но...
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it? Confringo.
Тут раз.
Appears some of these
Говне.
stone tablets have two rings. That has to mean something. This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Я уже вылез, Себастьян. Успокойся.
Confringo. Revelio.
Все? Окей. Я хотел кое-что проверить.
Perhaps we need to pull the handles in the order of the symbols on the tablets.
Да, сейчас. Ты держи в голове эту идею. А сейчас.
Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Ну, понимаешь, что надо мост построить, но у меня что
Luke, I
получается.
need to find a safe way across.
А паркур тут не поможет. А вот эти бы
Revelio.
зажечь. А, видимо, не вариант.
Perhaps we need to pull the handles in the order of the symbols on the tablets.
Bombarda.
Блин, ну мне туда надо. Ну, типа. Вот эти открыть не могу.
Accio.
Блять, даже не знаю. Жара у него не поджигает. Тут придумаешь еще. Идем дальше.
Revelio.
Perhaps we need to pull the handles in the order of the symbols on the tablets.
Нет, я понял идею, подожди. Нет, идею я не понял.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
That worked. Keep going.
Работало?
Accio.
Всё, я
Revelio.
понял. Идея понята.
Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
И третий должен быть кость. Да. Или нет? Или да?
Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Почему? Он больной.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end. Confringo. Revelio.
Dead
Okay, thanks,
end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Accio.
Так, в реликвии сокрыта огромная сила, которую можно использовать во благо не только волшебников, но и всего мира. Но цена этого слишком велика, необходима темная жертва. Не трогайте реликвию, пока не знаете больше. Иллюстрация утерянной реликвии. Понял.
Sebastian, the relic. Look. Could it be?
Написано не трогать ее, нужна темная жертва. Пойдем твоего дружка убью.
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by The dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential.
I have no idea, but we're here for the relic.
Надо убить его друга. Нам нужна эта реликвия, надо убить твоего дружка.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft.
Или дядю твоего убьем. Кого-нибудь из них убьем. Я за того чувачка.
Especially from my uncle.
Который... Вот, да, его. Надо кончать его, все.
Is that ominous?
Да. Настало время. Я справлюсь. Ты можешь не делать ничего.
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you.
Так, я
Sebastian,
бомбарда его
please,
ёбну.
leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step
Не-не-не,
back.
да, шаг назад, я
Fine.
справлюсь.
But Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Да, мы
Can't
ёбнем его.
believe this.
Потом тут и оставим. Подумаешь, пропал один
How
ученик
much
Хогвартса,
did you
бывает?
hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage
Да.
Sebastian to take the relic.
Да, это был
Sebastian's done
я.
his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Еще не помню, что я, ну как... Себастьян прав.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperium?
Что? Нет, что бред?
Now that you say it out loud, it sounds absurd. But
Что за чушь
I have
вообще?
another
Чё?
idea.
Что
We
это
allow
вообще?
Sebastian to
Откуда ты это
leave with the
вытащил?
relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I
Зачем
thought
ты с ним
that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not
Убей его, убей!
This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more.
Да пошел ты.
I hope I don't regret this.
Пойдем, Себастьян. Надо
Себастьян,
кончить его, блядь.
we're
Это
ready.
единственная наша темная жертва.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll
Пойдем,
explain
пойдем.
on the way. Come on.
А он и есть темная
Well,
жертва, как вы
what
это не
happened back there?
понимаете.
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
Да только это я
We
и
agreed on
рассказывал.
what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
Я только это и все, больше ничего.
Accio!
Confringo!
А теперь можно зажечь, я понял. Да зажгись ты, блядь.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Rickety Bone Bridge complete.
Я таки понял, ладно.
Accio!
Это жмыра, вот это круто. Это вещь. Бастиан мне не доверяет. Надо будет потом его убить. Что за звуки такие?
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
А вы больше не
He was
друзья.
troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Не понимаю тебя так, как я. Знаешь? Вы друзья, он так. Прикалывается. Да его ёбнуть. Ну, по-любому, темная жертва — это человеческая жертва, скорее всего. Я считаю, что Омнис очень хорошо
When we get to
подходит.
Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
Они не понимают.
What am I doing here? This patrol is worthless.
Гоблинов многовато. Так и должно быть, или твою деревню сожгли уже?
Oh no, this isn't good.
Нет, значит,
What
не
is
должно
it?
быть.
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet.
Да, я вижу.
Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Да-да-да.
Let's hurry.
Пишу как могу.
An utterly pitiful display. You can't tell. I should have been so yes.
We have to fight.
А мы чем занимаемся, по-твоему? Ох ты! Мразь! Ты этого хотел? Пошел, пошел. Аниме, Наруто побежал. Норм.
Boy, what have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did
Ah,
what you
so-
had to do.
If I have to
Хотя
keep
там
proving that to my uncle, I
больше
will.
бы ты мог
He
другие заклинания
cannot
использовать.
banish
Ну
me
ладно.
from my own home. From my sister.
It
Надо
might be
ведь
best to
убить
let
его.
him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while.
Надо убить его,
I'll head back to
Себастьян.
Hogwarts.
Давай уже ёбнем кого-нибудь. Палочка
What
чешется.
was he thinking?
Он все правильно сделал.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What
Не
Sebastian
не
did was
проси прощения.
inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Буду.
Sebastian
свою
and I
сестру?
have encountered
Молодец.
Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately.
Я тебя взорву. Как тебе такое?
Why, Sebastian?
Bombarda.
Так, ну пойдем с браконьерами разбираться. Я им просили заклинания постоянно применяю, никто не возмущался. Опа!
Oh, good, you're safe.
А что, проблема
There
какая-то
you
была?
are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
Так, ну надо убить
I'm
их.
sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Ну, снижит это летающая птица, которая использовалась в этом. Видит спорта волшебного. Не помню, забыл, как называется. Какое дело, ты правда, какое дело им до них? Где
Where
они?
exactly are these snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much as...
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Ну,
Sounds as
поговорим
if
с
we
ним.
need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it.
Размысль.
I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
А, ладно, созвоним. А, все? Так, вот Себастьян отслеживает. Разговоры, разговоры.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Арвы, арвы. Ладно, ребят, не обращайте внимания. Не понял. Всё, понял. Ну что, созрел?
Did you speak with my uncle?
А, надо кого-то убить.
I wish I
Либо
had
твоего дядю,
better
либо
news
твоего
about
друга.
your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought, she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from
На
you then.
созвоне.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an hour when I have news.
Так, хорошо. Сейчас мы с тобой, кстати, встретимся. Ладно, пойдем к комит тогда. А то Себастьяна встретимся. Это как-то странно будет выглядеть. Вроде только попрощались, уже встречаемся заново.
I managed to conjure a hedgehog once, but...
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear.
Крыса
Good
еще.
to hear.
Еще и крыс.
If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Что за встречал гоблин-то? Пойдем.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
На
Of
месте
course.
разберемся.
I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Так, хорошо. А, он не показывает на карте. Карта.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Привет.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped.
Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
В чем он не прав был? Выбора ж
How
не
else
было.
did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle?
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
Он крыс, этот
What written
Лотгок.
plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return.
Нельзя в стену
I shall
завалить
see
просто,
you soon.
ворваться.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Я бы не против.
The door is looking at us.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for a simpler device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Ага, окей.
I still can't believe we're inside here. Goblin mine.
Ты сюда надо лезть, что ли? Или сюда надо? Подожди, что я не понял. Не туда надо. А сюда зачем? Не зачем, понял.
I've read about mines like this. Akio, it seems like it's something else altogether.
Давай, становись на платформу.
We need to be careful. As I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
Well, this might be the best meal I've had in years. No, I mean it. I don't think I shall need to eat again till... Matter of time till...
Ладно, я пытался. Я пытался.
More than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Ой,
You're being watched
здравствуйте.
by a door.
Что прямо на меня смотрит тут. А мне не нужен дверь, понял? Или нужен? Дверь так смотрит.
Clever.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read
Что
during
за
the
жопа?
summer holidays.
А, я дал напор. Теперь вот это. А и зачем это все нужно? Я это понял. А в сундуке у нас неизвестный предмет. Пойдет.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
But a schematic. They're building something.
Revenue.
I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Ворваться просто тупую. Или по стелсу попробовать. Его можем пройти.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Revelio.
Так, ну вот чуть-чуть лежит.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Ну тут, по-моему, без вариантов.
Descender!
Привет. Нормально ты.
Oh, this really is too much.
Нормально.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Вон видишь план еще.
Another schematic. I wonder if the boiler powers the Revelio. I suspect it must.
Так, мне надо наверх как-то попасть.
Revelio.
Ага, ну так просто не попадет. Или попадет.
Confringo.
Это балтрушайки. Блин, застрял немножко.
Revelio.
Тут открытая дверь. Она сломана, понял.
Confringo.
Попытаться стоило.
Devil's snare.
Ой-ой-ой.
Nasty stuff if you're not
Lumos.
careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now.
Revelio.
И все?
Lumos.
Lumos.
А за взрыв будем делать. Привет, ребята.
That was meant for me.
Да нет.
Bombada.
Easily diverted. Kill spells.
Да ты что, издеваешься?
Defender.
I won't. I've been fighting since before you were born.
Bombada.
Вот там еще. Сколько можно?
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them I'll meet.
Что, последний, серьезно? Только разогнался.
Revelio.
Да.
Accio.
Угу, понял. Вот это надо сделать.
Revelio.
Так, не пойму.
I'm quite good at sneaking
Я
about.
понял.
You'll see.
Confringo.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Revelio.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Accio.
Я же правильно понял, мне сюда? Нет, на лифт, скорее всего. Блин. Ошибка.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Надо сундук забрать, потом выбираться.
Aloha, Mora.
Замену факультет. Ох.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday.
Okay.
Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Так, окей. Так, ладно. Сделаем вид, что он исчез. Так, теперь надо встретиться с Себастьяном.
What are you up to now?
Так, ну, отморозим все яички.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
Ворвемся.
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
Так, ну пойдем врываться.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
Goblins will finally rule. No.
Делаем врыв жесткий и смочный.
Anyone who tries.
Врыв почти не удался. Почти провалился. Конечно, прицел в игре, мое почтение. Красавец.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
Могло быть и лучше.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
Bombarder.
Да блин.
Get away with that.
Кто еще остался?
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is.
Погнали.
And that was relatively fun.
For better or for worse, we're in.
You ought to cut back on pudding.
Bombarder!
Живой?
This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported.
Оба.
Now I see why.
Revelio!
А нет. Я думал, похоже, знакомая шахта. У меня тут не было.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Привет, ребят.
I won't rest. Rather unwise. I'm a goblin!
How many Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Внизу, подо мной, что ли?
Confringo!
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Есть одна идея.
Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Понял.
Bombarder.
Или мне не сюда ходишь? Нет, мне не сюда.
Confringo.
Bridge has seen better days.
Reparo.
Туда. Ну, паук.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight. We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that.
О!
Ranrock's loyalists all but declared war.
Confringo. Lumos.
Lumos.
Там такие по грифам.
Lumos.
Bombarder.
Так. Привет. Пока.
we've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Сразу верхнего. Не глядя.
We're not finished yet.
Да не. На.
Certainly cleared the room.
I don't know why Gryffindors get credit for bravery. We Slytherins are teeming with it.
And we're much more fun to fight with.
Revelio.
Ага, вижу. Так, ну ща, поработаем.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
Have a look around in peace.
А зачем наверх лезть? Блять.
Wasn't expecting that.
Погнали. Баба какая-то. О, запись из дневника. Когда я очнулась, перед глазами все расплывалось. Как долго я была без сознания. Помню лишь его глаза, пустой взгляд. Особо душа уже не испытывал боли, но... А еще помню, как меня захлестнула эйфория. Когда боль рассеялась в том, все вокруг завертелось. Кажется, я ударилась головой, когда падала. Ни ушиба, ни ссадины нет, но в голове пульсирует боль. Надеюсь, это не черная смерть. Зато он больше не будет страдать.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still,
Если все, один листок.
something about this
Revelio.
place feels odd.
Буду один, да. Что такое?
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure. But I'm fascinated.
Revelio.
Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
Игра помогает тебе найти проход. Ты сам найти не смог.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten, Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Жестокий.
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
Все, поговорили? Давай, на связь. Знаний нет еще. Обиделся,
I hope
обиделся.
Professor Fitz...
Так, шо, поговорите, директриса. Это.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
I remember playing Ring Around the Room.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a
Так, ну
special
давай,
price on
сколько?
the broom
4К?
upgrade for you.
Да. Я продам тебе всякое барахло. О, блин. Продажа неудобно сделана, конечно.
Thanks for stopping by. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
Что ж ты думаешь так?
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
Хорошо. Но для начала нам надо пройти старую гонку, занять топ-1. Предыдущую. Которая была где-то... Где-то тут она была. Вот она. Помню, еще квест появился в Хогвартсе.
I've always said that travel broadens.
А, это, наверное, вот эта директриса. Ну, блин, непонятно. Вроде быстрее стала метла, вроде и не очень. Привет. Опа! Руби Вилл. Минута 55 секунд. Хорошо. А вот и Руби. Это он даже с улучшением. Он быстрее меня.
Made it. Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
Блять.
Excellent.
Я очень плохо, что я не все улучшения подбираю, но, как говоря, управлять не очень удобно на геймпаде. Давай, давай. Хорошо, куклу обогнали, все, я уже топ-1 занял, главное скорость не терять.
Now that's more like it. I'd say that was acceptable.
Хорош.
Did anyone else see that?
Да, это я. Ой-ой-ой, как далеко. Я сюда не могу попасть. Мне надо по курсу главному идти. Тогда на этом пока закончим. В следующий раз продолжим. Спасибо, что смотрели. Надеюсь, вам все понравилось. Пока-пока.